The silence after a third straight loss says more than any stat sheet ever could. This isn't just another rough patch in a long NBA season. This feels different. This feels heavier. And when former champions, analysts, and insiders start raising uncomfortable questions, you know the ground is shifting under one of the league's most iconic franchises. The Los Angeles Lakers, once praised for a promising start to the 2025-26 season, are suddenly staring at a familiar enemy, reality. Defensive breakdowns, inconsistent scoring, poor execution when the game slows down, and every possession matters. These are not small issues, they are warning signs. And according to Perkins, the solution might require a move that would shake the fan base to its core. Trading Austin Reaves. Yes, that Austin Reaves. On the latest episode of the Road Trippin' podcast, Perkins didn't sugarcoat it. He didn't dance around the subject. He went straight to the heart of the problem. And the timing couldn't be more critical, with the trade deadline approaching fast. If I'm the Lakers, Perkins said, I've got to make a business decision, and that business decision is about Austin Reaves. For Lakers fans, that sentence alone feels almost sacrilegious. Reaves has been one of the brightest spots of the season. A homegrown success story, a fan favorite, a symbol of player development in a franchise often accused of relying too heavily on stars. He plays with confidence, intelligence, and a fearlessness that has earned him national respect. But this isn't about feelings. This is about fit. This is about timing. And most importantly, this is about money. Perkins made it clear. Austin Reaves is approaching a moment that could define the Lakers' future for the next decade. At the end of the 2025-26 season, Reaves will be eligible for a maximum contract extension, potentially worth over $200 million. And that's where the real question begins. Do you commit max money to Austin Reaves while Luka Doncic is already on a supermax trajectory? Do you trust that a core led by Doncic and Reaves, with massive cap commitments, can survive, let alone dominate, the brutal Western Conference? Because if the answer is no, then the Lakers may be running out of time to act. The most alarming part? The league already knows how to beat them. Perkins didn't mince words when describing the Lakers' biggest weakness: lack of athleticism. We know it. The league knows it, he explained. The Spurs exposed it. Any team with athletic guards and wings that can push the pace is going to beat the Lakers. And that's exactly what happened. Just days ago, the San Antonio Spurs dismantled Los Angeles in a 107-91 blowout that never felt competitive. From the opening tip, the Lakers were chasing shadows, a step slow on defense, unable to keep up in transition, and completely outmatched physically. Against elite teams, these problems don't hide. They multiply. This isn't about one bad night. This is about a pattern. And when patterns emerge in the NBA, smart front offices act before it's too late. What makes this moment even more uncomfortable is the context surrounding LeBron James. While nothing is officially decided, the possibility that LeBron may not return to Los Angeles after the season looms large. If that happens, the franchise's entire timeline shifts overnight. That would leave Luka Doncic as the unquestioned engine of the franchise. And every decision, every dollar, must revolve around maximizing his prime. Perkins framed it bluntly. Are you willing to give Austin Reaves a max, let him and Luka eat up most of your cap, and trust that you can build a championship team around that? It's not an attack on Reaves. In fact, Perkins went out his way to praise him, even admitting he picked Reaves as a first-time All-Star. But the NBA is ruthless. Sentiment doesn't win championships. Fit does. And as the league gets younger, faster, and more physical every single year, standing still might be the most dangerous move of all. The Lakers are approaching crossroads, whether fans are ready to admit it or not. And this is only the beginning of the conversation. There's a moment in every great franchise's history when the conversation shifts. Not from how good are we, but to how long do we have before this window closes? For the Los Angeles Lakers, that moment may be arriving faster than anyone expected, because this debate is no longer just about basketball. It's about economics. It's about timelines. And it's about understanding how unforgiving the modern NBA truly is. Austin Reaves isn't just playing well. He's playing himself into a financial bracket that changes everything. At the end of the 2025-26 season, Reaves will be eligible for a maximum contract extension, a deal that could surpass $200 million. In today's NBA, that kind of money doesn't just reward performance. It defines roster construction for years. And this is where Kendrick Perkins' warning hits harder. If the Lakers commit max-level money to Reaves and Luka Doncic, they are effectively locking the franchise into a two-man financial core. That means limited flexibility, fewer athletic role players, less margin for error. And the Western Conference doesn't forgive mistakes. This is a conference stacked with speed, length, and relentless athleticism. Teams like the Nuggets, Thunder, Timberwolves, Spurs, and even younger rising squads are built to run, switch, and punish slower lineups. The Lakers already feel that pressure. When Perkins talks about athleticism, he's not speaking hypothetically. He's pointing to film. He's pointing to possessions where guards blow by defenders, where wings get beat in transition, where rotations arrive a second too late. In today's NBA, that second is everything. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Austin Reaves is an elite basketball player, but he is not an elite athlete. That doesn't diminish his value. It contextualizes it. Reaves thrives with IQ, timing, shot making, and toughness. But when the pace rises and the floor spreads, those advantages shrink. Against the most athletic teams, the Lakers struggle to keep up, and opponents know it. That's why Perkins framed this as a business decision, not a basketball insult. Because Luka Doncic changes the equation. Luka is not just another superstar. He is a system. He dictates tempo, spacing, and offensive identity. To maximize Luka, you need athletes around him, players who can defend multiple positions, finish in transition, and take pressure off him defensively. The blueprint already exists. The league has seen it work. But that blueprint becomes harder to follow when two players are consuming most of the salary cap, especially when neither is an elite defender or explosive athlete. And then there's the LeBron factor. LeBron James has been a constant for years. The stabilizer, the closer, the safety net. But nothing lasts forever. If LeBron doesn't return next season, the Lakers lose more than production. They lose leadership. They lose defensive versatility. They lose a player who could mask roster flaws with sheer dominance. Without LeBron, every weakness becomes louder. That's why the front office can't afford to be reactive. Waiting until after Reaves signs, a max deal removes leverage. It turns options into obligations. And in the NBA, obligation is often the enemy of progress. Perkins isn't saying the Lakers should trade Reaves because he's replaceable. He's saying they might have to trade him because his value may never be higher, and his contract situation may never be more dangerous. This is the cold logic front offices are paid to live with. Fans fall in love with players. Executives fall in love with windows. And the Lakers' window is narrowing. If Luka Doncic is truly the future, the face, the engine, the long-term investment, then every move must serve that vision, even if it hurts, even if it angers the fan base. Because the worst-case scenario isn't trading Austin Reaves. The worst-case scenario is doing nothing and realizing too late that the roster was never built to survive the West. And that realization is already creeping in. And now I want to hear your voice, Lakers Nation. Do you agree with Kendrick Perkins? Would you trade Austin Reaves to fix his roster and go all in around Luka Doncic? Or is moving Reaves a huge mistake that the Lakers will regret for years? Drop your opinion in the comments right now. I read every single one, and this debate is far from over. If you enjoyed this deep, honest breakdown from a true basketball perspective, leave your like. It helps the channel more than you imagine. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because what's coming next about the Lakers could change everything. The season is heating up. The decisions are getting harder. And we'll be here, covering every move, every rumor, and every truth. Don't miss it.